Ladies and gentlemen, friends and enemies, people them for chook head, people that were remain no day, repe no day. This is Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge speaking on a party political broadcast. I have made it a habit each time to come and give you some free information, because as we say, information is power. And if we learn, we do our due diligence, we are not going to be making the mistakes of our forefathers. I'm ashamed that in 2019, I've seen people knocking at the doors of the German Parliament, British Parliament, the House of Congress in America. The same people who colonize you, you're begging them to come and help you. But I salute the current British Prime Minister. Why you're begging them to help you? They are signing a contract, 1 billion. It is about national interest. And if you black people, Africans as I would like to call it, if you think you cannot sit on table face to face and talk with your brother, no matter how hard it is, then I'm telling you, you are a disappointment. You lack leadership. I would never like to sit among a Muzungu trying to solve my own problem in my own house. Some of you have shown how you cannot even run your own family, those of you who are married, because you will not go and call your neighbor to come and solve a problem with your wife. I'm more closer to somebody from Nigeria, from Gabon, from South Africa, from Mali than Donald Trump, than Theresa May, than the entire Europe. But you're begging them to come and solve your own problem. There's a video which originally is from Al Jazeera about the Biafran war. I believe Cameroonians, you should learn. I know things are tough in Cameroon, but what happened? The Biafrans, they were set up by the French. 2 million people died of starvation. 100,000 military casualties in a 2 years war. It's clear it was the France. You will see the people, the actors who participated in that war. How long shall the Muzungu be fooling you? You fight your own brother. You like to bring people down, and that's why they exploit you, African. We are responsible for our own demise. We are responsible for our own plight, because all we do is hatred among ourselves. I believe the white people, they have the same problem too, but they solve their problem. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. So let's follow this important video, and at the end I'll conclude with some comments. Thank you very much. Watch careful and listen carefully.
In the late 1960s, there was an increase in the demand for oil. France began to look elsewhere to secure its energy needs. In 1967, the oil-rich Eastern Region of Nigeria, a former British colony, seceded, and the Republic of Biafra was proclaimed. War broke out. The fighting led to a refugee crisis and a severe shortage of food. French television showed children dying of starvation. France provided covert support to the Biafrans against the Nigerian government.
Le général a décidé qu'on devait se montrer favorable à cette insurrection biafraise.
Quel était véritablement l'intérêt de la France dans cette opération du Biafra?
L'intérêt, c'était le pétrole nigérien.
ELF had extraction agreements with the recognized authorities of Nigeria, but these contracts did not prevent the company from pouring oil revenues from Nigeria into the war in Biafra. Most of these funds helped supply weapons to the secessionist movement. Maurice Delaunay, the French ambassador in Gabon, resorted to smuggling arms.
J'étais responsable à Libreville du ravitaillement du Biafra. Il y avait des bateaux qui arrivaient à Libreville qui déchargeaient des armes de toute origine. Il y avait les armes chinoises, il y avait les armes françaises, il y avait les armes sud-africaines, un peu de tout. Libreville, c'était le point le plus proche du Biafra. Donc tout était stocké à Libreville. Tous les soirs, on chargeait un avion qui partait vers les Biafra.
Du décollage de Libreville jusqu'à la côte, aucun problème, c'est un vol de nuit normal. Si ce n'est qu'il faut qu'on monte plus haut que d'habitude, parce que quand on arrive à la côte, là il y a les batteries de DCA.
Jacques Thibault was a pilot with Gabon's only airline for years. He accepted the risk and the money to transfer weapons from Gabon to Biafra, which was completely blockaded.
Donc on rentrait là sur le réseau biafrais, on faisait une approche aux instruments, piste complètement éteinte, dans le noir absolu. Et quand on arrivait à 500 pieds, c'est-à-dire à 150 mètres en finale, quoi, hein, là on demandait l'éclairage de la piste. On se posait, ils éteignaient la piste et nous on roulait avec la moitié d'un phare quoi, de sortie. Là on arrivait, on déchargeait l'avion et on essayait de faire le plus rapidement possible quoi, pour rester le moins longtemps. J'étais content d'être pilote, j'étais content d'être en Afrique, j'étais content d'aller courir après les bus, d'aller courir. Et puis j'avais une vie qui était, moi j'étais un peu ignorant de toutes ces choses-là. Enfin moi j'avais pas de problème pour faire ça, parce qu'un pays qui est en guerre, il faut bien qu'il ait de quoi se défendre, non?
On m'avait demandé de former à Libreville des officiers biafrais. Alors j'avais fait une petite école d'officiers biafrais aux environs de Libreville. Ces gens-là venaient pendant 4 ou 5 mois, se formaient à des méthodes militaires classiques et ensuite ils repartaient au Biafra.
French intervention only extended Biafra's suffering. The supplying of arms and the training of officers did very little to help the country or its people. This only prolonged the agony for the Biafrans, completely fenced in within a territory that was shrinking every day.
À partir du moment où on ne faisait pas ce qu'il fallait, c'était vraiment une opération perdue d'avance. Perdue d'avance par des gens courageux, par des gens comme moi, qui croyaient un peu obéir aux ordres qui nous étaient donnés, mais qui n'étaient pas suffisants pour qu'on puisse être véritablement convaincus.
General de Gaulle didn't want to officially support Biafra. The light stayed orange. He kept to the "go for it, but if you fail, I don't know anything about it" stand on this issue. The leader of the Nigerian army, who was nicknamed the Black Scorpion, was clear regarding French intervention.
Carry your ambition too far at the expense of so many countries and so many lives.
Maurice Robert, like Jacques Foccart, urged Biafra to continue the war against Nigeria. They decided to mobilize French public opinion so that General de Gaulle was officially involved in the conflict. To achieve this, Robert called the war in Biafra a genocide, committed by the Nigerians against the Biafran people.
Memoir of Maurice Robert. We wanted a shocking word to raise public awareness of the problem. We could have called it a massacre or mass killing, but genocide sounded more eloquent. We communicated exact details about Biafran losses to the press and made sure they used the term genocide. The newspaper Le Monde was the first, the others followed.
Écrasés par la puissance de feu de l'ennemi, les Biafrais livrent un combat qui semble maintenant désespéré.
Hundreds of thousands have fallen victim to the conflict. Many were children who died of starvation. 1974 saw a power shift in French politics. President Georges Pompidou was defeated at the polls. The political ideology inspired by Charles de Gaulle lost to the centre-right government of Valéry Giscard d'Estaing. He was viewed as a right-wing man who wanted to modernise French society. Some hoped he would reform French-African relations by breaking away from the Foccart networks. Jacques Foccart, the chief advisor on African policy, was thanked for his services and replaced.
On doit dire, à la surprise de beaucoup des collaborateurs de M. Giscard d'Estaing, il a nommé Journiac.
Et M. Journiac était un homme de M. Foccart.
Absolument. Il était l'adjoint de M. Foccart.
dont vous avez parlé pendant le premier. Non, nous avons...
L'ensemble des chefs d'État africains avaient apprécié l'action de Jacques Foccart. Et donc, il est certain qu'ils en ont parlé au président Giscard d'Estaing.
Ils ont plaidé la continuité.
Et ils ont plaidé la nécessité d'avoir des relations particulières.
There was little change in policy. The new president realized the importance of the networks and nominated René Geniac as the head of the African unit at the Élysée Palace, the assistant of Foccart, who he had just dismissed. But President Omar Bongo demanded even more.
Quand Bongo a appris que je devais aller au Liban, il est allé voir le président Giscard d'Estaing et il a dit non, c'est pas possible. Monsieur Delaunay ne peut pas partir au Liban, il faut que je revienne au Gabon. Et lorsque j'ai mis quelques réserves auprès du président Giscard d'Estaing pour retourner au Gabon parce que ça ne me plaisait pas tellement, le président Giscard d'Estaing m'a dit écoutez, monsieur l'ambassadeur, vous n'avez pas le choix. Le Gabon a changé de dimension. C'est devenu.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I presume you have watched the video and there is a little bit of analysis which I would like to talk about. You heard that Elf, a French petrol station, had a contract with the Nigerian government. However, the same France used the same oil to supply military or arms to the Biafrans. That is set up people from the same country, Nigerians against Nigerians. That's what we are seeing in Cameroon, because we black people, we or Africans, we don't think we can solve our own problem. We also had the word genocide when they realized, because there's something they call orange light. That terminology means orange light means the then French President General de Gaulle, he always sent this mercenary to go and destabilize Africa. He always say, whatever you do, I don't know. I did not see it, but you can do it. That's the orange light. So when these people, they realized that they were not succeeding in this war, that's the Hawks, the French mercenaries, they tried to involve General de Gaulle officially. Take note, General de Gaulle knows what is happening. He knew everything. He knew that these people were going to separate Nigeria. But the orange light always said, I don't know anything. In case it is discovered that you people want to separate this thing, General de Gaulle, I did not see it. That's orange light. So what did they do? They said, we have to lie and say it's genocide. They went now, they said, if we call it massacre, it's not good enough. So the word genocide was more eloquent. One of the newspaper, the first French newspaper that published it, they said, oh, there's a genocide in Nigeria against the Biafra. That was fake. It's 419. That's what they were doing. They wanted to draw the attention of the then President General de Gaulle. Other newspaper, they took it. But at the end of the day, they failed. 2 million people, civilians, died of starvation. 100,000 military casualty. And people, what happened? As they say in a war, there's no winner and there's no loser. They lost 2 million people. So today, some of these warmongers who are cowards, they live abroad from northwest and southwest of Cameroon. Are you ready to kill 2 million people? Do you want to fall into the hands of these colonial masters? Can we Africans, can we not solve our own problem? Don't we have problems in our houses? Do we call foreigners to come and solve it for us? And again, most of you, the so-called Amazonians, you're a laughing stock. You keep on shouting genocide. What does genocide even mean? Genocide is a word that was coined by a doctor who was a Polish Jew. He coined that word geno. It means what? Race or a tribe. Side means what? Kill. So he talk genocide. That's where the word comes from. So the people of Northwest and Southwest, are you a tribe? Are you a tribe? When you say genocide, you're not a tribe. Arguable, people still say there have only been one genocide in the entire world. That's the Holocaust. But however, in the UN since 1948, they recognize 3 genocides. That's the killing of the Armenians by the Turks in 1915 to 1920, although the Turkish government have officially refused. Then you have the Holocaust, which 6 million people died. Do you want to kill 6 million people in Northwest and Southwest? Are you ready for that? Then you have Rwanda, where you have the Hutus and the moderate the Tutsi and the moderate Hutu that were killed. That's 800,000, almost 1 million. So are you willing to kill our people in 2019, in the new millennium? You want to practice, you want to do what people used to do more than, is it what, 100 years ago? We have passed that stage, my brothers and sisters. There is a way to solve a problem without killing any human soul. Once more, the fly that does not listen, follow the corpse to the grave. If you think you can fight that government, my brothers and sisters, you're wasting your time. We believe we can change the political system. We believe in small catch monkey, and we believe we are going to win seats and council bit by bit. It takes time. There is no quick fix. Thank you once more, Mola Alex Ndivelisinge. You can visit our website on www.thebcnp.com. Thank you. I will always keep in touch, inform you that knowledge is better than to go and kill yourself and be living like savages in 2019. We have passed that stage. We are Africans. We are going to solve our problem in an African way. No more Munzungu in our problem. Stay blessed.